Ooh, man, that gives me chills. That intro gives me chills. I had my headphones on and just the surround sound to it and everything. Man, that was awesome. I did that over the weekend and kind of impressed myself on that one. But, man. Hey, I tell you what, we got a great show here tonight. There's not many guys that that you run into over the years that just kind of that stick to you the way that these two guys do. We've had some that continue to reach out to us and things like that, but these two guys are special guys, and I can name probably around 20 of them over the last since 2007 when we started doing covering high school sports here on PrepSpin. But these two guys, I got to tell you, they are near and dear to our heart here on the network. And I'm talking about Carter Hendrickson, former LCA star. He's now with the North Florida Ospreys. And then Kyle Rode, who's with the Liberty Flames now. And let's bring those guys on to the show. What's up, fellas?
What's up, William?
What's going on?
Man, I'm so glad that you guys joined us here tonight. And Kyle, I appreciate you reaching out to Carter as, I reached out to you to try to get you guys on. And I thought, man, I was like, we can't do Kyle Rowe without Carter Hendrickson because you guys were like the perfect tandem together over the years there at LCA, just historically for the program. What you guys did for the program, just amazing.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it.
So, let's dive right into it. Carter, you're over 1,000-point scorer there for Lexington Christian Academy. Matter of fact, I've got you down for 1,298 is what the official total is, according to Mr. Johnson and Mr. Hall, who sent me over some numbers. And then Kyle, your all-time scoring record right now, we believe, is 25-17. There might be a little bit more because there's one game that we don't have accounted for that was in your 8th grade season when you played on the varsity team. That's awesome. All-time leading scorer, matter of fact, not only in Lexington Christian history, but also Fayette County history. And you gotta think, man, there's a lot of great talent that's came through Lexington to play high school basketball, and you lead them all in scoring.
Yes, sir. Having teammates like Carter Hendrickson over the years helped a lot, so it was good.
What was it like playing back in high school when you guys were on the same team, and what was it like, you guys sharing that bond and just doing your thing out there on the floor for your school and for your communities? Kyle, I'll let you go first, and then Carter, you can go first.
Yeah, lead off. Lead off.
Man, playing with Brody was great. Crazy. We played AAU together for 1 year, 5th grade, and then he ended up coming to LCA our 6th grade year. And ever since then, we just played, and the bond just kept getting tighter and tighter throughout the years. And it was, playing basketball with him and growing as a person as well. It was really fun. It was an experience I'll never forget. Made great memories.
Kyle?
Yeah, for sure, man. Just like what Carter said, just growing up, kind of just being in school together from 6 on 2 was something I'll never forget. And all the memories on the court, off the court, it was a special time at LCA, so it was a lot of fun.
Just looking back on your all's career at Lexington Christian Academy, what was it like being an Eagle?
Being an Eagle, man, it was a blessing, really. Going to LCA, it's different than any other place going to school. You get to learn about Jesus every day, and that's just something you don't get everywhere. And take that onto the court too, because our team we were so strong, in our faith and stuff like that. And that helped us, take it to another level in our bond and our chemistry on the court.
Yeah, wow. For sure. LCA, like you said, was on a different level as far as building relationships, growing in your faith, and our coaching staff was phenomenal too, and Coach V, Coach Hall, Coach Sanford, and all those guys. So it was an amazing experience, and I wouldn't want to play it for any other high school.
Yeah, you guys, of course, have moved on now, and you're big-time college stars. Carter, down at North Florida, how's things going down there?
It's going well. It's been a fun past couple of years. We've had pretty good success, good seasons. right now it's a little odd, you know, coronavirus going around.
Yeah.
It's not really much to do, but yeah, it's great. Definitely been blessed with a great coaching staff that also shares a similar faith to me, so it's been great. Also, amazing teammates, especially these seniors. The past couple of years I've gotten to know, like, I mean, they've helped me grow so much as a person as well. So it's been awesome.
Kyle, how's Liberty for you?
I was about to say too, through that 80-degree weather every day helps too in Jacksonville. But now,
Oh yeah,
Liberty's been great, man. Like Carter said, and that's kind of a reason why, like, I think Carter can attest to this. That attracted us to the colleges we chose is because it's similar to LCA, like having great mentors and great coaches. And we saw the future outside of basketball with building relationships in that, academically, great school. So Liberty's been awesome that first year.
Yeah, let me ask you guys this, Kyle. I know that you know, this was your first year there in college. Carter, this is your second. But you know, Carter, what about your first year? You know, did you guys get into the NCAA tournament, or how did that work for you guys?
No, my first year we ended up losing in the semifinals, like we did this year, also. But
yeah,
we actually lost to Liberty in the semis. We went up to Lynchburg and lost. But the first year was a big learning experience for me, like, because, you know, coming from high school, you know, you got me, Kyle, and Austin. You know, we're kind of just doing whatever out there playing ball. And like, there was one game during the season I played 9 minutes, and then the next game I ended up playing 31 against Liberty, actually at home. And so, because we had a little thing go on with one of my teammates, so I ended up starting the last few games. It was just crazy just to get put right back into that situation, because I was pretty comfortable in it since I had started my 3 years in high school, but it was definitely a learning curve. Taught me a lot of patience too.
I remember watching that game, man. That was cool. I know me and Coach V were tuned in and talking about it the next day. That was awesome.
Kyle, your team had this season. Your team had basically punched their ticket, right? I mean, you guys were looking forward to going to the tournament. Talk to me about not being able to have that opportunity.
Yeah, you know, it was definitely like kind of like a weird ending to a movie. I've said that before, but it was like coming off such a high like that, a conference championship, having a group of seniors that really poured into you throughout that whole season, and then seeing their season be cut short, their senior year, not be able to do it again the next year. But also just taking into account, like, the people's health and the world is so much more important than basketball. So just keeping that in perspective at the same time, and not getting too caught up in not playing in the tournament, even though it's been a dream of mine for forever. But just keeping that perspective has helped me a lot.
Yeah, I really felt for you, man, knowing that you were on your way to experience that, and then just everything kind of came to a halt. And so, I mean, we definitely been praying for you and both of you guys, you know, and you know, just nothing but good things that we wish for you guys during this difficult time. How's your all's family doing?
My family's doing well. We're just kicking it down here in Jacksonville, you know, getting some sun rays. But yeah, we're not really doing too much. Not much to do. Hanging around the house, watching movies.
Kyle, how's mom doing?
Yeah, same thing. She's good, man. We actually picked up watching Seinfeld together. I don't know if you've probably seen it, but it's pretty funny. So watched that a little bit. Played a little golf today with my grandpa. So working out at the same time, just trying to stay busy, but understanding everything at the same time.
Now let me ask you this, Carter. Jacksonville, how's it like going to a big city like that, coming from here in Lexington and experiencing that? And like you talked about, that weather's pretty amazing down there.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different considering I'm like 5 minutes from the beach. So, I mean, I could just go to the beach whenever I want to. But the university is actually in like a cool spot. It's not like downtown Jacksonville, so I'm not like around all the stuff that goes on. It's kind of just out there in like a, you know, in the forest or whatever you call it. And so it's in a good location. It's perfect for me. I mean, the campus isn't too big. It's not too small. It's just perfect, really.
And then Kyle, how's Lynchburg?
Lynchburg's good, man. It's a little in between, like Nicholasville, Richmond, and like a Lexington, like all in one. Just to give you like a reference, like that's Kentucky, but it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I know the fans, excuse me, are pretty passionate about Liberty basketball, and you guys are getting ready to get a new arena next year too. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's exciting is that? Being able to see that being constructed right now.
Yeah, it's actually really cool because it's connected to the arena we have now, and so it's going to be kind of smaller, kind of actually like North Florida's arena, Lipscomb's arena, size-wise and everything. So, and I know Carter, their arena is really nice, so it'll be a fun atmosphere next season.
Carter, what was your biggest moment this past season playing college hoops?
Man, biggest moment. There's a lot of great ones. I don't really know like how to, say what a big moment is, but just playing all these high major games, it's pretty fun. Like we played a ridiculous schedule. Like we played Syracuse, Florida State, Florida, amongst others, and Syracuse was probably, I don't know, maybe my biggest moment. It was pretty fun. Yeah. I put up a goose egg in the first half, and the second half I just caught fire a little bit, and that was pretty cool to shoot well in the Carrier Dome.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Carrier Dome is insane how big it is. I think it seats 100,000 or so.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Like it was like half capacity, and there was 13,000 people there.
Yeah. Kyle, I know you guys went down and played in the Bahamas and won the championship down there in that tournament that you played in down there. What was your biggest?
Yeah, that was a really. Yeah, I would say that for sure. Just Caleb Holmesley was out. He's a ASUN Player of the Year this year. He was a fantastic teammate, but he was out a couple games, so got the opportunity to start. I just tried to make the most of that opportunity, and ended up getting actually MVP of the tournament, and then we won it. So that was probably the highlight of the season, besides ASUN championship. So
yeah, you guys played in the little makeshift arena that they had there in the Bahamas. That's kind of wild, wasn't it? It was like a ballroom, wasn't
it? Yeah, I think so. They were, ballroom. So like literally, it was like a makeshift gym, like you said. They put floor down and had some bleachers and everything. But it was definitely a cool experience.
Yeah, it was like playing, I guess, AAU for you because you used to going and playing some AAU games. So
yes, sir.
I've got I've got a lot of videos here, a lot of highlights of you guys of when you played at Lexington Christian Academy, and I'm just going to kind of throw some of these on the screen and let you guys kind of talk about what's going on. If you guys can see it pretty well on your end, let's see.
Sweet.
Give me just 1 second. Gotta find where my playlist is here. You guys, obviously, Nate Valentine's down at, coaching down at North Laurel now, I believe. What do you guys think about that? Not seeing him in LCA.
It was crazy. Whenever I figured out that he was leaving, going to North Laurel, but that's where his family's from and stuff like that. And it's a new challenge too. Everyone likes to take on a new challenge. Yeah. And so I think it's pretty cool that he's back where he's from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's awesome, man. And too, his parents live down there, and get to be closer to home, family, and everything. But also he's in kind of a similar situation that we were in, our sophomore year, freshman year, with all those good players that he's got, that young talent and everything. So yeah. He's been there before, and it'll be really cool to see.
All right, so here's some of these highlights that I've got queued up here for us. Here, let me turn that volume off on that play-by-play there, and then we'll be able to hear you guys talk. That was the what was that? The no-look pass.
Yeah,
some youngsters out there.
There's a little dime to Trey. There's a little Carter right there. That's awesome, man. That game,
first of many
no like it. Yeah.
And here we go. This is Kyle for the three. That's your famous backup awesome there. Carter with the rejection.
Should have got that.
That's usually Austin getting those blocks out there.
I know. That's awesome, man.
This is I believe this is all
this is
Kyle.
senior year. Carter and Austin got us new jerseys, but never got to wear them. So we got new jerseys our senior year.
Come on, man.
Hey, you got to talk to Coach V and Terry about that one, man. They got it for us. So no, but that was a fun game. I think this is senior night, so that was cool.
Yeah, I believe that's senior night. There's Carter with the little jump shot mid range.
It was funny on that one. You saw Austin at the top of the block, and Carter just got a bucket. That was
awesome. This is where you passed Mike Allen for with the bucket there.
Yeah, I think to go number 2.
2, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here is a nice outlet pass too.
This was a fun game.
Oh yeah, Carter's dunk at the end too. That was on the poster. That was sick.
Yeah, that was a nice dunk. Yeah, we'll get to that. I actually got that as a separate highlight we'll show here in just a minute. Little turnaround jump shot there for Kyle. We're just reminiscing, folks, if you're tuning in.
There it is. Bang.
Dime.
That was awesome, man. A little ball between the legs.
The famous second angle. Here's a famous second
angle. Doesn't get much better than that. Whoop.
That was your all's first. Was that your first district championship?
Yes,
sir.
That was the first time we made it to that game, like as a school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a school ever. Oh yeah.
Big rebound there. An outlet pass. That was a home run pass.
That was. Yeah, Austin. I think Austin and Will, that game, they came out on fire. Like Will hit like 7 threes in the first half. So that was fun.
Oh yeah.
Carter, I believe this is your
the graphic.
Yeah, you got your 1,000 point, I believe, is included in this somewhere.
All day, automatic.
Yeah, I think this is a bunch of highlights that we just kind of compiled together.
That was a big bucket against Walton Verona too. This was a huge one too. Yep.
Yeah, we got. I'm gonna play the last like 17 seconds or so here in just a little bit of you guys winning that All-A state championship because that was huge. There's an and one for Kyle.
It's really cool just to see like the reactions and stuff. Yeah, this is awesome. So.
Another nice little outlet pass. And Carter, let me ask you guys this, because Carter, you always like to dunk the ball, but Kyle, I don't think we've ever seen you actually dunk the ball. Let me bring it.
Yeah, man, I'm not the high flying type. I leave that to Carter and Austin.
You, you certainly can do it. You certainly can do it.
Yeah.
We've seen you play above the rim, but I've never, ever, ever, I believe, seen you dunk the basketball.
Yes, sir. You should come over to my house in Lexington. I'll show you. How about that?
I'll do it, man. I'll do it. Just not on me, though, right? I'll take the charge.
I'll get the Nerf hoop out. There.
All right, so we had talked about, you guys winning the All-A state championship. You guys faced Walton Verona. And a matter of fact, that was a low-scoring affair, but you guys, defensively were just solid. Walton Verona was a really good team when you all played them, and you all ended up winning that game 47-41. This was the 17-18 season when you guys won that one. So let's talk about the last few seconds of that and just kind of tell us what's going on in your minds here. Let me pull that up here.
They had a lot of talent on that team, man. Miles was really good. I know that the guard, kind of a bigger guard they had.
That tells you about leadership, yeah. 47-41, 11 seconds. Jones in the corner, back to Klinkenbeard. He lines up the three. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Carter Hendrickson. And he's going to lead it out to Kyle Rowe. And LCA is your Class A state champion for 2018. First time ever.
Man.
All right,
that's
so
awesome,
you guys, first time ever. That's Gary Ball on the play call there, but let's just kind of watch and see.
Yeah, that was a super cool experience, man. I know Walton Verona was such a talented team, like you said, disciplined team, and just in any championship game, wins like that are hard to come by. So it was definitely an awesome win.
Yeah, that was definitely a crazy game. Like I remember we had a pretty good lead in like the first half, and then third quarter came around. I remember Kyle got this block on this kid, but he like didn't let go of the ball, and it like the kid got like flung to the ground, and they called like some intentional foul, and it completely flipped the momentum and got back to a close game. But yeah, that was definitely a fun one for sure.
This is you guys getting a trophy from that game.
The All-American at UK was from there. Here
comes the Eagles, and we're going to get to hoist the state championship right here. Oh, what a great feeling.
LCA.
How about that?
That's awesome, man. That's really cool.
So you guys holding up the trophy there, and they got that on display very proudly there in the as soon as you walk into the athletic side there of LCA, rightfully so. I mean that was a huge program win there for you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember before that season, man, we really wanted to lock in and win that thing because we had been to the Final Four a couple times. And, I remember Coach V, like that was a big priority for us as a team, and because it means so much to the school, it means so much really to all of those teams in the All-A, so it was awesome.
Yeah. The All-A state championship is definitely, I mean, especially for the smaller schools, it's it's considered, I mean, a lot of the smaller schools consider that the state championship, the big one.
Yeah, no, we wanted to win one or two that year. We wanted to win the big one.
The big one. But yeah, so well, during your all's career, I added it up, and as a teammates, you guys went 68-30 at LCA, according to the KHSA statistics. That's pretty good. I mean, that's really good right there. So
yeah, that's not bad, man. That's
68-30.
Cool.
Yeah, and of course, I believe most of the losses actually came in in your all's first season playing together.
Right.
Yeah.
When we got to my junior and senior year, we really started clicking.
Yeah.
Especially that chemistry.
Yeah.
Austin was a huge part of that. Like he's a forgotten piece of those teams. Like Austin was crazy good.
Yeah, Austin was really good. Matter of fact, we probably should have invited Austin on the show too. Looking back, I regret doing so, but we'll definitely get in touch with Austin just to get his thoughts on everything. Do you guys keep in touch with him?
Yeah, I talk to him every once in a while.
Sure. What's he up to? Where's he at?
Austin loves the spotlight too, so this would have been his thing, man.
Oh yeah, he's a man of many words. He's at Cumberland's right now. I think he enjoys it. So
yeah, I know you guys got a lot of fans.
They have a great program.
You guys got a lot of fans tuning in right now. Will Orberson is tuning in. He's one of the young LCA Eagles. You guys familiar with him yet?
No, sir.
I've seen him on the football field a little bit.
Yeah, he's really good on the football field. Now, one guy that you guys probably do know pretty well and had an excellent season this past season was Tanner Walton. You guys remember him?
Big time.
Yeah, so he had a huge season. I think he averaged close to 25 points a game.
Nice. He has a nickname too. It's 2K. So.
Yeah. 2K.
Yeah, he used to always wear the same shirt when he was a youngster to pick up, and he would come and he would always wear the UK 2K shirt, and so that was his nickname, man. So he's a beast. So I'm glad to see he's doing good.
I remember when we were doing those video board files, where we were doing the, where you guys do the intros and that kind of thing, for your video boards. He never made me feel like he was going to be the next superstar at LCA, but he kind of turned into it just out of nowhere, Yeah.
No, I think last year, so like I kind of got to see it more than Carter did, but like I got to see him light up JV, and then like when he got a chance, like he had a couple big games for us last year, like in my senior year. So really, we all saw it in practice every day, and he developed. He works hard, and I'm sure Coach Hall did a great job with him this year, and so he had a really good senior class, and Zeke, Aaron, Jerry, and all them, Chase. So
yeah, you guys helped Nate get to over 100 wins in his young high school career. Let me just pop this up there. And this was just a little graphic that we had put up there for Nate. That's off the video board files. You guys remember that?
The ball spin.
Oh.
You guys are a big part of Nate's 100 wins there at the time. He's well over that now. But Coach Ted Hall as well. He came off the bench there being an assistant coach with Nate. And he's kind of filled the void there at LCA as well. So there's big things coming for the Eagles. You mentioned, Kyle, that you had talked, or that you had followed the program a little bit. What did you think about him this past season?
I think like going back to Coach V, like with the 100 wins, like we grew up with him too. Like so, like when he was there, we were there. So like he helped us a ton, man. And so seeing him succeed, and then he stuck with us in sophomore, junior, senior year, got to win some championships. So that was cool. And then Coach Hall was always ready to be a head coach, right? But his selflessness and being able to coach Austin as an assistant coach and now being the head coach is it's so cool to see, because he's got a youngster that's pretty good. And I know he's loving it. So
yeah. When you guys, go ahead, Carter. Sorry.
Coach Hall is amazing. That dude is one of my favorite people on the earth. Like Kyle said, he's so selfless. Like, because he used to be a head coach at Sayre, and he came over to be an assistant over at LCA, and he made most of it for sure. I'm definitely glad he's a head coach now.
Yeah, he's done an outstanding job with the program over there. I think from a media standpoint, we were thinking the rebuilding year, but he took a rebuilding year and turned it into a big success.
Yeah, 43rd
definitely has some talented players. So.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 43rd is always tough. You guys know that.
So, for sure, man.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys do outside of basketball? I mean, obviously right now we're all kind of pinned down with this COVID situation, but what are some of the things that you guys like to do?
Go ahead, Theory. Tell them about the water parks in Jacksonville and how you go to the beach every day. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm not too much of a water park guy, but I try to make it down to the beach when I can. Haven't been there too much, but I've really just been hanging out, like just resting. But
same, man.
Hanging out.
He's saying that as he's got crickets in the background. He's got palm trees and crickets in the background.
That's right. Awesome. Palm trees are the way to go.
Kyle, what about you, man?
I've actually been biking a lot right now. So I got my cycle gear coming in from Amazon. So that'll be cool. I'll be sporting that all over Lexington. So if you're driving and see me, make sure you honk.
Yeah, that's another thing I was going to ask you guys is how are you staying in shape right now? Are you guys hitting the weight room, or what are you doing? Just doing a lot of cardio type things, or?
Yeah, like biking's been huge, and then like I've been doing some yoga and just some different things around the house. So.
Yeah, I know both of you guys were pretty close with Andrew Carlson. Have you guys, reached out to him and tried to get him to get you guys that kind of, that kind of stuff that he did for you back when you were playing high school ball? Whether it's putting ice on you or whatever.
I haven't got to reconnect. I know he's so busy too, man, with BGO and all that they do. They're so elite over there. So I try not to bother him, especially when I don't got anything that's pressing. So
yeah, I'm sure he'd love to talk to you. He always has great things to say about you guys. Kyle, let's talk about your scoring here year by year, and then Carter will talk about yours as well. But Kyle, your first year as a freshman or as an eighth grader, you averaged 8.1 points per game. As a freshman, you came in at 17.8 points per game. That's pretty good as a freshman.
Yes, sir.
Then the 16-17 season, which was your sophomore season, you were at 14.5 points per game. 17-18 season, you were at 16 points per game, your junior season. And then your senior season, you were in the hunt for Mr. Basketball at 23.2 points per game. And just a phenomenal career there at LCA.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I think just through those numbers, you can see like different roles that I had throughout. Like that 8th grade year, we had so many seniors: Matt Rose, Drew Trimble, John Stein, and all of them. And then Trevor Hill was a big part of that until he goes down. And so like we had a loaded team, and just to even be able to play with those guys was an awesome experience. And then that freshman year, having a different role, needing to be more of a scorer and things like that. And then when you get players like Carter, Austin, Nathan Harper, and like some of those guys, your sophomore year, right? It's like you don't need to score as much. You need to be able to set those guys up. So probably a little dip there, but I mean, the success was so worth it, right, as a team. And so it was awesome.
Carter.
And then senior year, missing those guys, but it was good. So.
Carter, you averaged in your we got you all the way back to your sophomore year, because your freshman year you didn't really play on the varsity team, or you got hurt or something. Is that right?
Yeah, I never played varsity until my sophomore year.
Okay, so your sophomore season, 12.4 points per game. Your junior season, you averaged 15.3 points per game, and then your senior season, 18.7 points per game. That's pretty daggone good too. 3 seasons, over almost 1,300 points in your career.
Yeah, I mean, thank you first of all, and then, but yeah, just like Kyle said, you can definitely see like the roles and stuff like shift like that. So like as a younger player, as a sophomore, you know, wasn't as experienced, and then as I got a little bit more experience, Kyle, like he's such a great facilitator. Like I mean, you don't find 6-7 point guards everywhere, so you know. Just him just picking apart defenses with passing, and you know Austin Hall, he's blocking shots down there, rebounding, like getting us extra possessions too. So yeah, it's definitely really cool.
Yeah. What was your all's favorite part about, you know, just reminiscing in the past? You know, I'll tell you this, Carter. My favorite you know, play that you had made, we saw it earlier in the highlight clips, but that dunk that you had in your all's first district win. Now, folks at Lexington Cal are going to get upset at me, but I mean it was a spectacular play when you had that dunk there in that district win. Let me just run that back real quick, and I apologize to the
we got that thing in the concession stand at LCA, so that's a historic play, man.
Yeah, let's watch this again.
Nice what a pass, and Hendrickson with the exclamation.
Again, there's that 2-man game with Rode and Hendrickson. They just work well together.
Nice what a pass, and Hendrickson with the exclamation.
Again, there's that 2-man.
That was a big time play right there for that one. I think that's when you guys started to really get the sense. That was like the exclamation mark, if you will, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really. That was
definitely a fun play. Now, I mean, the game that gets forgotten is that Dunbar game before.
Yeah, that was a big game.
Like, defending state champs, and like we were down like 14 in like the fourth quarter, and we came back and won. Like that broke down the wall, and that just gave us so much confidence going forward.
Yeah, and that featured the guy that Kyle. That featured the guy that you passed in all-time scoring, which was Tavion Hollingsworth.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's doing Lexington proud, isn't he? And he's awesome. So
yeah. He's I mean they're talking down there at Western Kentucky that he's an NBA potential.
I could see it for sure, man. He's high level. I know when we played him his senior year, he gave us 40. So
yeah,
twice. He gave us 40 twice.
Oh, twice.
Yeah.
Now, what do you guys plan on doing after college? I know you got a lot of basketball left in you there for your college, but what do you guys plan on doing after college is over with? Are you going to pursue the NBA, or what are you guys going to do? Play professional basketball overseas, or?
Yeah, I think the NBA is for sure the goal. I can probably speak for Carter too on that. Like, that's what you dream of as a kid. And, professional basketball is definitely the dream, but also having a plan outside of basketball is huge. So that's been really cool, Liberty, just to be able to kind of figure out what I want to do outside of basketball. And so, yeah.
Yeah. What are you guys majoring in right now?
I'm sport management.
I'm in business information systems.
Nice. So you're kind of the data guy there, right?
Yeah. So I'm learning a lot about that, and just learning how I can integrate that degree in sports somehow. So I think like sports research analytics would be cool, and I know there's a big need for that. So
yeah. So you guys, you guys are doing big things there. Your ultimate goal, of course, is to try to make it into playing some kind of pro basketball. But do you guys ever see yourself coaching in the future?
Yeah, I think I would like coaching. I want to be involved in basketball in some sense. I mean, I've been playing my whole life, so I don't plan on just giving it up after college. So
yeah, Kyle, you've always been good with the younger kids. I know they all look up to you.
Yeah, no, I think definitely coaching is definitely a possibility. And when we get to go back and do the summer camps at LCA and stuff, that's always super fun. So
yeah,
you could definitely see that.
So yeah, I mean, you guys had an outstanding career there in high school for LCA, and I'm pretty sure that you guys will be coming back one day, and those jerseys will be hanging up on the wall and all that good stuff.
That'd be awesome, man.
Man, maybe
really cool.
Yeah. Well, man, I tell you, it's been fun tonight. What else can you guys tell us about what's going on with you right now? And I know again we're kind of pinned down with this COVID situation, but how was it like? Let me ask you this: how was it like playing against each other there? Back in February, I believe it was back on February 20th. You guys played against each other.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we played twice against each other this year. We played one here at North Florida, and then one there at Liberty. Split those games 1-1.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was kind of surreal, like because growing up together. I mean, we've been chasing these dreams our entire lives to play Division I basketball, and then we ended up being on the same court together, playing against each other. But the funny part was like it wasn't like too weird because we competed against each other every day in practice because we just wanted to make each other better. So. Right. It wasn't crazy, too different or anything.
No, I thought it was awesome, man. Like especially like they were such a respected team, like, and we had so much preparation going into that, but also like seeing Carter on the scouting report was cool, and like just things like that. It was like I was so happy for him, and got to follow him throughout the years. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking here on the LCA because we're simulcasting this tonight over to the LCA page as well, and I'm looking over here for some of the comments that are coming in. Let's see.
Oh yeah, cool. And then also like the A-Suns adding Bellarmine in the conference next year, so we'll have a game closer in Louisville.
Oh,
so we'll have
great.
one game there a year now, which will be really cool. I know my grandpa's really excited about that one. So.
Yeah, Bellarmine, that'd be big time. Bellarmine's joining Division I for the first time, so they're not going to be eligible for postseason for 3 years, I believe is how that works. But that'd be awesome seeing you guys play each other during a regular season.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Definitely.
So Patrick Strong is watching tonight, and he didn't really leave any comment. He just said he's watching. And then we also have, like I said, the Orbisons are watching. Will certainly looks up to you guys. Carter, you mentioned that you've seen him out on the football field play. Let's see here. How's your girlfriend doing, Kyle? I know you and I believe, is it Jessica?
Yeah, Jessica Hill. Yeah, she's good. Yeah. She's good, man. Yeah, she's at Liberty too. She's majoring in interior design, so she's loving it, and it's been a really, really easy transition.
She's playing tennis over there, right?
No, she's not playing tennis there. She's just doing school, and so it takes up a lot of time. So yeah, it's been awesome.
Carter, what about you, man? Got a girlfriend in college?
I do. I do have a girlfriend. As shocking as it may be, I finally have a girlfriend. But yeah, she's awesome, man. We started dating like 5 months ago. It's been awesome. She's the best.
Awesome. Let me just try to pull up again here. We are simulcasting, so I'm just looking in for all these comments that people are sending in. Anisha's watching. What's up, Anisha? Let's see here.
Who do you think has a better mascot nickname, William? The Ospreys and their bird, or do you think the Liberty Flame Eagle is cooler? What do you think? We both got it on the shirt.
So I mean, the Osprey certainly sounds better, I think, than the Flames, because the Flames is kind of out there, right? But
yeah, nobody really knows what like the mascot, like why it's Liberty Flames, but the mascot's like a eagle. So
yeah,
never really been able to figure that out.
Trendsetters, maybe. You guys are setting flames as you're moving forward.
It's a pretty fire mascot.
You guys got really good coaches too, Kyle. I see your coach, all the time on TV. He seems like he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he's great. Really down to earth guy. Cares a lot about you as a person, but he's also super competitive, right? So like, it's a good mix to play for.
Yeah.
And he's been a mentor to me, kind of similar to Coach V and Coach Hall were, right? Like, just a really cool mentor and coach. So.
Yeah. Carter, how about your coach?
Man, Coach Driscoll is amazing. I'm so blessed to play for him. Like, I wouldn't want to play for anybody else. Like Kyle said, he's just, like, Coach Driscoll he's so competitive. He's so fiery. Like, he's a small dude, but that man, he is as competitive as it gets. And he just brings energy like every day. Like, it's just nonstop. I don't know how he does it, but it's just something that, like, it helps me be better and want to, like, bring my best every day. And also, like, the mentor side of things, like, he pushes me to be better in many other aspects than just basketball, like academically and life. And he's awesome. And that goes with, like, all of our coaches too. All of our coaches are amazing.
Yeah. How's a practice different from?
Remember, go
ahead, Kyle.
Oh, go ahead, William. You're good. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, so when we had shoot around at North Florida, I mean, Coach Driscoll was there to open the door for us and hold it and like shake hands with all of us. Even when he came and watched you like at LCA, man, he was awesome. So
yeah. Are you guys
All
still
for Coach McKay too?
You guys still pretty happy with the choice that you made as far as your college decision? Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's an important thing, man. Make sure that you guys are happy where you're at, and you guys are doing, like I said, big things. Kyle, what was your average this past season for your freshman year?
I think it was like 4.5 points per game, a couple boards, and an assist. So,
yeah. Carter, you similar down there at North Florida. I think it was 4.3 or something like that.
I averaged like 15 and 7 this year.
He balled out.
Oh, okay. I must have been looking at the wrong stat. I'll try to pull it up on the Ospreys website, and I must have hit the wrong column or something.
Yeah, that may have been my freshman year. It's actually what's crazy is the similarity between me and Kyle's freshman year. Like, very similar averages, and then also like how our seasons went. Because like he got the opportunity to start during the season. He made the most of it, and I mean, he won MVP of a Division I, tournament down in the Bahamas. Like, come on, that's big time. It's really cool to see.
Yeah,
thanks, bro.
Yeah, that is your freshman season there that we got pulled up. But yeah, man, that Bahama showcase. Now I know the people that actually put that on. That's one of the reasons why I had brought that up with BD Global. They put that on. So while that's going on, we got other ones going on during Thanksgiving.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, man, I think that's about it tonight. Do you guys want to talk about anything we haven't talked about, or?
That's great, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, I always like catching up with you guys.
Of course, good to talk to you. It's been a long time since I've talked to you.
Yeah,
for sure, man. We miss it. ESPN Plus doesn't have anything on PrepSpin. So.
I appreciate that, man. But well, fellas, again, I appreciate you guys, taking the time out and spending it with us here tonight. And I wish you guys nothing but success, and we'll definitely be watching you guys next season on the basketball court.
Appreciate it, William. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
You guys
this is great, man. I loved it.
Yeah, come back on. Maybe when basketball season gets ready to start, or at that point, or when you guys got time or whatever, come back on.
Yep.
Awesome, man.
Of course.
All right.
Sounds good.
Y'all have a good one, man. Thank you.
For sure.
All right. That was Kyle Rode and Carter Hendrickson joining us here live on the PrepSpin podcast. And, man, time kind of got away with us here tonight. As we got a lot of talk in, a lot of stuff going on here in the studio. We're actually doing some upgrades here with our network. We've got more fiber line coming in here, so we can do more of these type of podcasts and things. So, looking forward to expanding the studio here as well. And just an outstanding day here today, here in the PrepSpin home studio, if you will. But again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. As we had, again, Carter Hendrickson and Kyle Rode on with us, former LCA guys that are doing big things and at the college level. And, man, they make us all proud. Keep doing what you guys are doing. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. It's good to reminisce and just kind of go back down memory lane again and remember some of the historic moments there for Lexington Christian Academy basketball. We'll do that with some other programs coming up here in the next week or two. So you guys stay tuned and keep us in mind. If you guys aren't too busy, check us out here on the PrepSpin podcast. I'm William Warfield. Until next time, folks. So long, everybody.